Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler. Well,
yeah.
peek behind the curtain.
Well, I was gonna say, Tyler, I got hit with one of the scariest emails I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like, I thought, like, it was.
You were gonna die.
You know what I thought? I thought that I would have to reconsider what we do on this show and really think about it.
Shit.
I was threatened by Warner Brothers.
Why?
Well, because last week, and we didn't talk about it on the show, but last week, Warner Brothers has said that they're going to start cracking down on HBO Max logins now.
Okay.
So that's what it was. They sent me an email to, like, maybe not even.
I don't know if I got one of those. I should check.
Well, you don't have anybody else using your account. I have other people using my account.
Oh, well, fuck you, man.
Lock me up, Warner Brothers.
Hey, man. Hey, what do you think you're doing, man?
Hey, you know, maybe you guys wouldn't be so strapped for cash if you didn't make dumb fuck decision after dumb fuck decision. That's not on me. But as it is in this stupid, dumb shit capitalistic society that we live in, I have to pay for your stupid mistakes. But that's what I'm saying. Maybe within days of reading that, they emailed me being like, hey, we know other people are using your account. If you want to do that, you got to get extra money.
Oh, dude.
So I was just like,
wow, that's
how dare you, Warner Brothers?
Fucking fuck you, dude.
No, but look, I get it. Fine. It's a business. You got to make money. But it just, again, makes me laugh. We're like, are you really that strapped for cash that, like, one or two other people use your service?
Well, I think
could also be our president's tariffs. Probably.
Somehow. I think you're forgetting that that's going to be the norm from now on.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be a lot more threatening and aggression on the part of debt collectors.
Yeah.
On the part of I mean, look, what's happening right now in our country is what's about to happen all the way down. I don't know if you've noticed, but like a lot of car commercials have gone full fucking Trump. Like, we're the most patriotic car brand and we're free from tariffs. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Jason Aldean has a fucking Christian conservative fucking cell phone service.
What the
that he advertises.
Does it only
I
call
fucking
Jesus?
know. I fucking know, right? You're like, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. Right? Fuck everything, dude. Let's move on.
No, so I just think I'm just gonna lean back. You scared me a little bit. Well, I just wanted to kind of start the show and talk about that, where it is like, it wasn't a threatening email, but I just think it's funny that within days of
not
that,
bodily harm, not yet. By the way, I'm Tyler. That's Jake.
Could you imagine if Warner Brothers, like, if they had like Zaslav's SWAT team, just like break?
You mean the ones that are ready to fucking pop him as soon as the fucking board says go?
Yeah. It's like, you know. Yeah.
Does anybody think he's going to last very long? I mean, even he probably doesn't.
Oh,
it's just another fucking cog in the fucking chain.
Zaslav will be fine because he was actually with, he, despite his decisions to like destroy artistic projects and be, just ruin fun, he was smart enough to get James Gunn, and James Gunn already made him a lot of money with Superman, so that's going to save his graces to the board of directors or whatever. Even though that's so
stupid, motherfuckers.
But it's just so funny. It keeps showing how stupid they are.
Because
I don't care. I'll harp on it for the umpteenth time on the 217 episodes of this fucking show. Yeah. I will say this: changing it from HBO Max to Max back to HBO Max shows you everything you need to know. And then the fact that they had to do something where they merged Discovery and Warner Brothers, another example of our FTC having no fucking reason to exist because everything's merged.
Also, didn't they split up eventually?
That's the thing.
What?
That's the thing.
What?
They also announced earlier this year.
Do you think maybe
Stop. They announced earlier this year that they're splitting it up again. That Discovery and Warner Brothers is going to be split. And it's like, could it be because you guys constantly make the wrong fucking choice? Could it possibly be that?
Could it be that you
so
have to
spare
fucking
me,
re-sign all of your
first
offices
of all,
twice a year, you
first
fucking
of all,
idiots?
The only reason I currently have a subscription is because my son loves BattleBots. That's the only fucking reason I have HBO Max. And Peacemaker.
Yeah.
The DC shit is the only thing that's going to keep me around for HBO Max. Other than that, I could give a shit less.
I got to see. Can that lead into the Longbox? Because that actually is a really great way.
Hold on, let me whip this thing out.
Wow. Because
I say that like every
my
time.
Longbox is Mickey 17.
Shut up.
And
no, I didn't do the cue. No.
Well, no, I'm saying it while I'm waiting for your fucking ass to figure this shit out. Yeah. Get it.
It's a Longbox.
I have to state once again clearly how shitty and unuser-friendly your fucking stupid app is, HBO Max. I got to the end
Let's
of
just shit on Warner Brothers.
I got to the end of Mickey 17. It was a really poignant ending, and the credits. Sometimes the credits are set up in such a way that it's like this is a nice afterglow thing. You just kind of sit there.
You just want to sit there with the song
before they start scrolling. You know,
right.
they have like the
the mid-credit stuff.
Yeah, directed by. Starring.
Yeah, the title card.
I wanted to watch that.
Everybody loves the title
But
card.
almost immediately, HBO Max took me out of that into you should watch Parasite because that's another movie.
Oh yeah, I have always hated that fucking mini screen.
I don't know.
Get it out of here.
I don't even. Hey, by the way, shut up. Fuck. Stepping all over my
I'm gonna
shit.
step on your nuts.
I don't know when we broke the seal of swearing in this episode, but
like 2 minutes.
I could not figure out how to get back to the fucking credits. I could not figure it out.
Click on the
Shut
screen.
The fuck up. I did all the arrow buttons. I'm just trying like, oh my god, I can't figure out like how to get to the fucking get back to the credits and open them up again and just watch the credits because it was a really good movie. And no, it didn't matter. I wasn't on the watch next. I was somewhere else, but I also wasn't on the mini screen with the credits.
Does that, yeah.
I don't know where I was. I pressed OK and it was like, you want to watch Parasite? I'm like, no, you fucking asshole. You know.
So anyway, what did you Mickey 17?
So I finally got around to it. I got home about 4 yesterday.
I'm meaning to see that too. Yeah.
And I've been meaning to watch it for a while, but to me, it's the length of the movie has warded me off, and I'm really, really disappointed in myself for not saying big fucking deal. You sit there and watch 4 fucking episodes of Homicide: Life on the Street, which is about 4.5 hours.
How long is it?
What?
Mickey 17.
Like 2.5 hours.
Okay.
It's long.
It's almost like 3 or something.
After I watched a half an hour of it, there was like still 2 hours left.
Okay. So that's a pretty average length for a major motion picture.
Well, it didn't feel long.
Yeah. Okay.
I smoke, so I get up to go outside and smoke at different points, and that was kind of a good place to stop. So first thing I want to say is like I really knew not much about this movie other than it was Bong Soon. Gotta get it right.
The guy who did Parasite.
The guy who did Parasite, and Robert Pattinson was in it, but I didn't know who else would be in it.
I knew Mark Ruffalo was doing like a.
I thought I knew that he was in it, but I didn't really know Bong Joon-ho. But yeah, Steven Yeun is in it. And Naomi Aki, she was in Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. She was on like the 8-legged horse when they.
I don't remember much of that movie.
I don't either. But she showed.
Thanks, JJ.
Yeah, you fuck. Better erase everything that fucking Ryan did.
I like your snobby movie critic voice. It's fun. So anyway, Mickey.
Yeah, and stop stepping all over my fucking.
I'm trying to help.
Box. Really. So all I knew about it was that Rob Pattinson, the filmmaker, I knew it was good, or I wanted to see it, that it was critically lauded, and that it was really long, and that it had to do with the guy who was being cloned and like trying to settle a place called Niflheim, on a separate planet. That's really all I knew about it. So I go into it, and I'm not going to give away a lot because it's important that I don't. But it opens with Robert Pattinson's character wiping snow off his face. And we all know Robert Pattinson. We've seen him in many movies. His natural voice is, pretty deep, right? Batman especially. I'm walking among the ruins. It's not high, right? you're sitting there watching this, and you're watching this character, and he's like, ugh. And then this voiceover starts, and it says Mickey 17, so you know it's this character, and he's like, I don't know exactly how I came to do this. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here, right?
Yeah.
But it immediately sucks you in. You're like, why is he talking like this? But then you realize that's the character. And try as hard as it does, the movie almost alternately tries to show that Mickey 17 is a schmuck, but also that he's the hero. Like, you know what I mean? And it's really important to understand, like, I'm not going to give away too much of the story, but there's been talk about how the satire of Mark Ruffalo's character is, oh, it's supposed to be Trump. Honestly, it's every dumb fuck dictator that ever existed.
So yeah, it's Trump.
Yeah, I mean, it's poignant now because, but I don't believe Melania has nearly as much sway over him as Toni Morissette. I can't remember her name. She's been in a ton of shit. But she's his wife. It's just a really good movie. There's slapstick humor. There's a part where like when every time he's printed out, like the old style printers would kind of print and then they'd suck back in and print again. Yeah. He does that, so he like comes out. He's obviously unconscious. I don't know how much fun filming these scenes was, but like he comes out of the printer and like it stops and then pulls him back in a little bit and then shoots him out again. And they usually have like a thing underneath, like a railway for him to slide onto.
Yeah.
There were a couple moments where they like the guy who's supposed to move it in place forgot because he's like playing a mobile game or something like that. And so he would just slide out of the thing and slap onto the floor like just dead weight. Like this dead body, well, this unconscious body, and there was something humorous about it, like almost.
It's like it's the frog hitting the window and falling down and scooping him back up. Scooping. This is a Family Guy joke with like the dead frog.
Well, I thought you said falling down.
Yeah, you try to scoop it back up because I'm not going to explain the joke. You don't know what I'm talking
No,
about.
I love falling down, but I don't think I know the
No,
Family
not
Guy
the
joke.
movie.
Oh,
There's a frog falling. There's a frog that dies, and he tries to throw it out the window, and it just like hits the wall and falls off, like dead weight. And I'm like, that's what I was imagining the way you were describing it.
Yeah.
But now that I hate that I explained the joke.
I highly recommend this movie if you got time. And it doesn't feel like it, but you will say like, holy shit! Like I started it at 4, and I was done by almost 7. So you're like, oh wow.
Yeah.
But it's a
based on a book.
It's a great fucking movie. The ending, the themes that are talked about megalomania, people with absolute power, religious, overtones type shit, that sometimes accompany these dictators. The idea of soul, the idea of free will, the idea of self, the idea of equality between, levels of society, the idea of just because we can do a thing, should we? Type of thing.
Yeah.
But it's a great movie because it just starts off the first scene. I'll tell you about the first scene. It's not giving anything away. But he wipes and he's like, I don't know how whatever. And it's Steven Yeun, and he's like, Timo. And he's like, I don't know how I survived that or whatever. And Steven Yeun, his character's called Timo, and he's a pilot. So he sets his thing down, and he comes down into the crevasse, and he's about 20 feet above him, and he's like, oh, how did you not die from that? He's like, oh, yeah, I don't know. He's like, oh, your flamethrower is still good. I'm going to take this. But you understand if I just leave you, right? You'll get printed out tomorrow. And he's like, yeah, I guess so. And also, like, the line only goes as far. So, I can't really, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Okay, cool. What's it like to die? And then he, like, leaves. And it's just like, it's the humor involved. There's humor, but it's sad because it's like, I mean, this guy is treating this other human like not a human. Yeah. Because to them he's not.
Yeah.
And also, like, but there's humor in, like,
He's just a copy.
There's humor in the way
Yeah.
Steven Yeun, I like him as an actor, but I didn't really know. And yes, I saw him in Walking Dead, blah, blah, blah. But
He's
I
also
didn't.
Invincible.
Yeah.
He's the voice.
I don't think I've seen him in anything other than that. And this is the first time I saw him in like extended action, and he kills this role. He's really good at it. He is such a smarmy little douchebag. You know what I mean?
Kind of makes you wonder what his version of the Sentry would have been.
Right.
In Thunderbolts.
But he's really good at what he does. I'd like to see him in more stuff, but he's good. Naomi Ackie is great. She plays this security guard who falls in love with Mickey 1 and ends up being his girlfriend throughout all the iterations, and it's kind of sweet. And then there's some other people in it that you might not know from like European actors and things like that, but all really good actors, all really excellent. The special effects were great. The themes. I read some reviews where they were like, well, it would have been better if the satire wasn't so heavy-handed. Honestly, like when you had horrible moments like him falling out of the fucking printer and it was done in such a way that it was kind of humorous, I can't tell you what to do about the satire, because honestly most of the satire was humorous. As terrifying and awful and close to home as it was still mostly humorous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh wow, that's fucking funny.
I always appreciate a movie that does something like that, where like it takes something and has a little bit of a dark sense of humor about it. Like that's the things about what I love about like slasher movies, where like the gore is so over the top, it's almost hilarious.
Excuse me.
Like this, where like the concept is so. It will always be a storytelling thing where like it's the uncanny valley. Like your brain does not accept the fact of a clone, but then to like have a humorous thing of it, like the printer and then all that stuff. So yeah, I'd probably check it out. But
it's definitely, if you get the time, it's worth it. It's one of those movies you get to the end of it and you're like, I don't want to say something as I don't want to use hyperbole, like I was changed. But like, but I felt different about some things, you know.
yeah.
I for one was like, I can't wait to see Robert Pattinson in more shit because he's fucking awesome. He's just great.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him in enough stuff to know he can play any role if he wants to, and I can't wait to see him in more shit. Bong Soon-ho was I've seen Parasite. I haven't seen The Host. But his stuff is really good too. It's just any director that can take subject matter that's so out there. That's my favorite kind of director, and make it human. You know, like this is ultimately a story about humanity and how we care for each other and how we can hurt each other.
Yeah.
So go see it.
All right.
It's time for your Longbox, man.
So mine is one that I've done before, but it's been so long since
repeat, huh?
Wow. It's been so long since I played it, so a lot's changed. Because there was I was playing, when it first came out, I was playing Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. But I'm just going to call it Space Marine 2 because it's a lot. So I played a lot when it came out back in last September, and then I hadn't played for a while. Played Marvel Rivals a lot and played a bunch of different things, and then I came back to it after I'm like, I don't really want to play Rivals anymore, but it's one of the few games I can play with my friends on PC, so I started picking up Space Marine 2 again, and then it's just funny how you like. I think I mentioned it before. Like I still am like very in the shallow waters of the Warhammer 40K lore.
You're shallow, all right, my man.
But the thing that I love about Warhammer 40K, and I think what makes me kind of really appreciate, and I think we can kind of branch off this too, and maybe have a bigger discussion about this. But when you think of fandom, right, and you think of franchises, and you think at some point something gets so big that there are just not going to be things that appeal to you, or there's going to be things that you just don't have the time or money to invest in. Like, I have no plans to go out and buy miniatures for Warhammer 40K and actually play a board game, but I can still enjoy the lore of 40K and play this video game. Like, this video game exists for someone that's interested in this because I think it's cool, and I joke because I have a son, but it's just like, it's a universal thing. Dudes think power armor looks cool. And if you put a dude with beefed up dude with power armor and a machine gun, it's going to look cool.
Dude.
And then you top it off where this game gives you customization options. So then I was
Fucking
like,
forgot it, right?
right, well, yeah. So
Spend more time doing that in the fucking game.
oh my God,
I do that shit.
I spend so much time in there because
That's why I don't get started on the uniform like whatever on Madden, because it's like I'll just be there for hours.
oh yeah.
Oh, that fucking combo slaps.
I do with the college football game. I make my own teams.
End up with a fucking
and it takes me so long.
Packers colors.
Because I'm like, what about chrome or matte or how do I
Oh
do this?
man, they're flat.
Same thing here. With this,
What if it's a stripe in a stripe? Oh, what if it's a stripe in a
dude,
stripe that
dude.
tapers off?
well, dude, it's
Ugh.
it's 100% the same thing with this. It's just power armor because like, so I started reading about this faction called the White Scars. I'm like, oh, they're cool. So I bought the DLC that gets the special pack that gets all the armor for that.
White scars, huh?
No, it's the Black Templars you have to worry about because they're like the yikesy, like almost Nazi-ish group.
Oh wow, okay.
There's some chuds have taken over that section of Warhammer. It sucks. But fuck them. But so I was like, okay, I'll pay the $10 or whatever. It's DLC or whatever. So it was just cool. But then from there I started like reading more of the lore and like seeing all the different, because what's cool about this game, when you get into these factions, they have like this is gonna get real nerdy. But like, so with Warhammer, you'll have a faction like the White Scars, but then you'll have successor groups, which are a part of the White Scars, but they're kind of their own thing. So like you'll have like the Storm Lords, you have the Storm Reapers, you've got Rampagers, you got all these different. It's so nerdy, but this is what I love about it.
But
Because like you said, the customization options and how this game works is I can't, like, console players don't play with PC players in PvP. So I can't play with my friends in PvP, but I can play with them like in co-op missions. And they also have like they have a siege mode, which is essentially just like a horde mode where you're just fighting waves of enemies, whatever. It's a really fucking fun mode. I enjoy it a lot. We have so much fun. But my point is, I was like, I'm gonna start playing this game more, so that I'm going through and doing this. But then I was just like, I love how nerdy it is, where it's like I can design to have this certain lightning bolt on my armor, on my kneecap, and then I can have this cool visor, and then I can make, like, it's so silly, right? It's
fucking know exactly what you're talking
it is
about.
literally dress up Barbie for dudes.
Yeah.
And it's
so much fun though.
What do you? I'm serious. I'll play like 2 or 3 matches in PvP, or we'll do a couple like.
And then spend 4 hours fucking tweaking the fucking. It just looks just right.
Each time I play with my friends, it's just like, hey, dude, check out my armor, and it's like, oh, look, I got a different color scheme.
Why do you think I've never played like Fortnite and shit, dude? I would get lost.
You'd spend so much.
I
money.
would get lost.
You could play as Hank Hill, and you'd be fucking.
Why would I play Hank Hill?
No, dude.
No, but why?
Did you know you could play as Beavis and Butthead in that fucking Call of Duty game? I hate it so much.
Really?
Yeah. What? No.
It was cool when you could do them in NBA
quick.
Jam.
Well, Crick, I will say, it feels strange to say, but I feel like Space Marine 2, when it first came out, and even more now, and I know in a couple weeks they're going to do an anniversary release because it's the 1-year anniversary.
Ooh.
But the fact that there's a little bit of, but what I love about this game is there's a little bit of something for everybody. There is the single player campaign that's pretty lengthy you could play through. The PvP is great, so if you have somebody and it's cross-platform, so you can play with your friends on Xbox and PC. You can only play PlayStation and Xbox and PvP because of auto.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Well, because PC players would have an advantage.
Oh, whatever.
No, they would because of sensitivity. But
Wow.
the mouse versus a controller.
Rattle up.
No, again, that's what I love about Warhammer, and I kind of want to segue a little bit into a broader topic of like, well, no, what makes what I love about it is the fact that I can play this game and just enjoy this game and then read up on the lore and never fucking play a actual board game of Warhammer. Never spend a fortune on miniatures.
Start off as a board game?
Yeah, because believe you me, I would lose a fortune buying those fucking miniatures and painting them. I would.
By the way, I just want to say this. When I was like a young kid, like 9, 10 years old, that's how long this has been around, at least. Because my brother, those were some of the first little metal miniatures, little pewter miniatures that we bought to paint.
Yeah.
Because they were in abundance. And they had like big packs of like, here's like 18 Marines.
Yeah, now you'd be lucky to get that. Because they're fucking expensive.
Should have saved them.
Yeah.
It'd be real fucking priceless right now, don't you think?
But no, yeah, I'm excited to play the anniversary update. Jesus.
Sorry.
But I was going to wrap that. But no, it kind of makes me think of other things. So like that. Like I can enjoy that, read up on the lore, and never have to play the board game. And maybe never read a book or any of the comics or anything like that. And then it makes
I'm never going to read a fucking book.
But that's what makes me think, like, isn't that what kind of, I think what we've really, first of all, we've really lost that across all fandoms because we let fucking right-wing chuds invade the space, because it kind of just makes, like, playing that game makes me think of the fact of, like, oh yeah, that's kind of the fun of when something gets so big that I'm probably never going to watch those anime Star Wars shows, but I'm glad they exist for someone else. You know what I mean? It's kind of like what I think of in every generation. There's a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and someone gets mad and I'm like, it's not your fucking... Go watch the 90s movie. That's not...
Yeah, it's fine. They're still around. You can still go watch them.
Nobody's taking away your childhood.
Nobody's erasing, you know... God, just because people are erasing Confederate generals, well, they're bringing them back now.
It's our heritage.
My fucking heritage.
No, we don't really have to kind of crack into that. But I'm just saying,
so
it just kind of makes me think of it. No. I did see that King of the Hill's new season on Hulu had I think it said 4.
I'll probably check that out.
4.4 mil.
I guess the
streams
name the actress who first did Bobby Hill is back to do Bobby Hill as an adult. Cool.
It's sad that the guy who plays John Redcorn was shot, unfortunately. Did you hear about that?
No.
Sad. Dale also passed away, too.
Who's Dale?
I can't remember.
Oh, we gotta look it up.
He died. Yeah, his was a surprise death as well. Both of them.
Because I want to say I know who it is.
Anyway.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, I haven't been doing, other than playing Space Marine 2, I haven't really been looking too much in the news. I did see that Superman is coming to digital on Friday, August 15th. Which I think is very strategic on their part, because Peacemaker comes out August 21st. So I'm sure because their whole thing is like, how can we package this? Because the whole thing was like, well, Superman lays the groundwork and then takes
Toby Huss?
Huss, yeah.
He died?
Yeah. No, that's the new, I think that's the new person.
Okay.
Right? I don't know. But
yeah, Johnny Hardwick.
I don't know. I can't remember which one. But one of the guy did pass away.
Johnny Hardwick, yeah. He did die in 2023, so now it is Toby Huss. But that's fine. Toby Huss is from Iowa.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's fucking dope as fuck.
You're dope as fuck.
Did you ever watch The League where he was the drug dealer who showed up at the house?
No.
Okay, go ahead. You were in the middle of something. I don't want to hijack the fucking show.
Fine.
I will.
No, all I was just saying is very strategic, because like James Gunn even was like posting about the Peacemaker podcast that he's doing, and the fact that go watch Superman digitally because it's laying the groundwork for the DCU.
We've been told that the opening sequence for this new season is new and may not even be the same type of music.
Well, because they make it very clear in this trailer.
Well, it was
it's like, hey, DCEU stuff is going to be in a parallel universe to this DCU canon or whatever. Yeah. But we'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out.
You are nothing but garbage, yeah.
I
Nothing
didn't.
but garbage.
That was a
man.
total accident.
Fuck you too, bro.
That was a good one. Yeah, I beat you on that one, man.
I think I also saw Fantastic Four crossed 480 million at the global box office.
Cool.
So good for them. All those fucking
Good reviews.
go woke, go broke crowd. It's
Go
in shambles.
views. Good reviews. I haven't really read.
Yeah, really good.
Okay, good.
Really good. I want to see Weapons. I heard that's really good. It's a horror movie. So
Yeah, you know what? Can I just say, I kept hearing about it, and I heard what the premise was supposed to be, and then I cheated, and the day it came out, I went and looked up the plot and read the whole thing, and it is the most convoluted and not at all has to do with anything that you think at all. And it's actually a pretty standard fucking horror movie. But because the trailer's like, look at all these kids running around.
You know what I say to that?
Fuck you, asshole.
Have fun. Have fun with that.
Don't do that.
That's what you say.
Listen, you want to waste your life. That's cool. No, it's received, from what I've seen, it's received generally positive reviews. But again, I read through the plot, and of course I'm not watching it.
And Tyler's over here being like,
Ew, fuck you. I'm reading the plot, and I'm just like, how is any of this supposed to be scary, and how does any of this pertain to this in the trailer that got everybody all jazzed up? It's a horror movie like we've never seen before. Actually, it's like every horror movie you've ever seen before.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Sorry, bro. I cannot tell it all.
you cannot.
Are they every?
Yeah.
Well-
I did see that Alan. I also saw Alan Cumming posted a picture or a video of him like being captured for Doomsday because he's gonna be Nightcrawler in that.
Oh yeah. I saw something today where Alan Tudyk, who was the motion capture,
I saw the
the
podcast.
iRobot.
I saw the clip of that. So there was
that fucking
so
sucks.
is it Jim Cummings who does Winnie the Pooh? His voice. I think that's his name. Yeah. He has a podcast and he had Alan Tudyk on.
Yeah,
it
that might be right.
a while ago, but like there's a clip that's going around like TikTok and shit where Alan Tudyk does say that he goes, people don't know this, but I played Sonny.
They took him
and
off the
I
fucking
wrote,
credits.
Hold on. Let me fucking get there, man. I was getting to that. You cut me off at the knees.
You're still fine. Keep going.
Telling a story.
Keep going. You're fucking
So he
fine.
tells him in that interview, he goes, yeah, a lot of people don't know that I was Sonny in that movie
I didn't.
because he tested so well with test audiences. He even tested higher than Will Smith. And as if you didn't already know, Will Smith had a fragile fucking ego from
No.
his very public tantrum he threw at the Oscars a few years ago. Like, that shows you everything you need to know because he's not in the advertising or anything like that. And they pretty much like stripped him of it because he was just that good. It's like Alan Tudyk is just really good at being a robot. All right.
Alan Tudyk is good at everything.
He is, but he is especially like carved out a weird niche where he does robot voices.
He was K2SO and he fucking ruled.
He was the robot number 4 in Superman.
That was almost the best thing about Andor, the fourth cycle.
His Clayface and Harley Quinn is amazing, and Joker's pretty good too.
Yeah, he does a shitload of voices, which are all very good. I'm sure. I just don't really watch.
Tyler,
the shows. What? Is it time to take a break?
no,
Come on.
God damn it, stop! I was gonna get to that. You make it. You always do this. I was gonna do. You are a broadcaster. You should know. I was gonna tease.
This is exactly why I'm such a sloppy bitch over here. It's because everywhere else I got to be on point and be on time.
Stick around.
Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna be talking about some books.
Do
We
we
got
have
two
the book?
right in front of you.
No, do we have the book?
The Bible.
No.
Oh, you mean the drops for the comic
Yeah.
books? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're right.
While he's getting the book drop, we have one DC and one Marvel this week, and they're both collections.
Hold on.
So no single issues this week.
Yeah, both are trades.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what are they? Oh no, not that.
What are they? I can. Oh, fucking son of a bitch! God damn it!
Get disconnected. There it is.
No. Well, we did drive away.
I could write a book about what you don't know.
Yeah, so we got some comic books. Which one do you want to go first?
So DC continues to just fuck Alan Moore in the butthole all the time. And it wasn't enough that every time his contract came up that they would just do a anniversary printing of Watchmen. What was it, 2000 what?
12, I think.
2012,
20,
DC
2012, 2013,
decided to go whole hog and said, fuck you, dude. We're not just reprinting your original work. We're going to butcher it with a series of ill-advised and ill-timed and poorly, well, pretty well received, actually.
Why are you doing this when I wanted to talk about this? I'm just kidding.
No, but that's how it was perceived by a lot of comic book purists, and I get it. I totally get it. And if I'm Alan Moore, I'm like, I'll read before Watchmen, fucking, I'll eat broken glass before I read before Watchmen. You know what I mean? I get it.
So a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
you brought this series up. We're particularly talking about Before Watchmen, Minutemen, which was written and drawn by Darwyn Cooke. And and like I said when we talked about it then, and I still stand by that, I'm not like 100% a Watchmen purist. I enjoyed Zack Snyder's movie.
Snack Snyder.
Snack Snyder.
Snack
I mean,
Snyder,
he is
snack
He is a snack.
Snack.
He's
Actually pretty beautiful.
He's a good looking dude.
Yeah, Zack Snyder, won't you?
I meant to say he's in good shape, but regardless, I liked his movie. I liked the HBO show. And I even liked the weird, unnecessary animated adaptations that came out in the last year. I mean, kind of like those. They were written by J. Michael Straczynski.
Yeah, I was like, why are we doing an animated?
Because it's another way to fuck Alan Moore.
Yeah, basically.
It really is. Nobody's getting fucked here but me, and I don't like it. It's
I don't like it at all.
Anyway, here's my books about octopuses and like fucking Lovecraft.
So you would
graphic novels are silly. Anyway,
you got Before Watchmen, which is a double thing of Minutemen and Silk Spectre, were two of the series.
I did not. Yeah, and I did not read Silk Spectre because you fucking waxed poetic about Minutemen. So I was like, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll read them.
Silk Spectre is really good, you butthole.
I don't care. No, I don't mean that in a way to disparage the artists or the people that worked on the book. I'm just saying that, like, I told myself I'd at the very least read Minutemen, and then if I had time, I maybe would check out the Silk Spectre one. So and when we talked about it the last time, when you were saying how good it is, like I have no doubts it's a good book, and I texted you today after I finished reading it, and I said we're probably still gonna have the same opinions, differing opinions. And I want to be clear, I'm not in any way saying that the Minutemen book is bad. I'm just saying it suffers the same thing like the Obi-Wan series suffers every time that you have something established like Watchmen and you go back and you do this stuff. It just doesn't. It sucks because Darwyn Cooke deserves more than that because he was a very good artist, very good writer and artist. And I don't want to say that the book isn't bad or is bad. I knew everything that was going to happen. And it's hard for me to like get behind a book when I know it's the same frustrations I've had with Star Wars. It's like I don't need this book to fill the cracks. Everything I needed
You
to
just
know.
fucking hate shit.
No, everything I needed to know about Watchmen was in his fucking book. Was in Alan Moore's book.
Fair.
And I can't look past the fact that this is a obvious cash grab by DC. That's what frustrates me the most about this because I wish this was an original book because it is good. I just think the biggest flaw is that it's tied to Watchmen for me.
Not only that, but it's not just a fuck you to Alan Moore. It's fuck you and we're going to make more money off of your shit. Like, we're just going to pony off of your shit and make a bunch of money for ourselves.
And then they did the whole Doomsday Clock shit after that. And and look,
I guarantee you, he didn't see a fucking dime of any of this
No.
shit, dude.
And that's where it frustrates me because I agree with you. It's not a bad book. It's a really good book. It's just
Necessary? No.
all right. Okay. So for starters, I liked. No, we should talk about it. We got time.
Oh, I figured that's all
No,
we really needed
I'm
to
not
say
like.
about it.
No, I wanted to talk about it because
okay.
there's obviously things
I
that.
haven't read it in a long time, so have a good time. I mean,
Well, I'm not going to break down every issue, but I kind of wanted to just touch on some things I wanted to talk, like things that stuck out to me.
Sure.
Like, first of all, I love the approach of the book, like you and I were talking about last time. The fact that it is told from the perspective of Hollis Mason, with him preparing to write.
what did
under
I
the
say
hood.
that it fleshed out beneath the hood?
Under the hood.
Yeah.
The book, yeah. And it's pretty much the whole thing. Like what's happening in 1962 is he's about to release this book, and he's going around to all the Minutemen, his former colleagues,
Yeah.
and just showing them the book, having them read it because he's like, I'm gonna lay bare everything that we did. And of course, everybody has some sort of protest to what he's writing in some way. But some of the things that I found, so like how. I will give him credit. Like there are some things that he does in this book that I really love. Like I think it's the second issue. They deal with the comedian's attempted sexual assault of Silk Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
And while that's happening, there is a but they deal with this in a way where like they're dealing with this serious thing, but Hollis talks about the innocence of what he thought he was doing and like how like the cheesiness of like, here are these great patriots, the Minutemen, while they're all deciding on a vote to kick the comedian out for that. And it's just like, wow. And there's there's some things he does really well in this, like this moment in particular where he comedian fights Hooded Justice, or later when Dollar Bill is in the limousine with Hollis Mason, and he's extremely bigoted because of the time, but he's still bigoted towards Hooded Justice in Metropolis because they get outed by comedian that they're a gay couple. I mean, they all kind of knew, but it'd been kind of out there now. And then, of course, Silhouette's also a lesbian, and like, there's just, I think I really enjoyed her subplot and his subplot. Like the whole thing with her and him, I think are the best parts about this book. And when and again, I would have much liked that being its own thing and not being tied to this, because for me, where the book starts to go like, for me, and this is why you like it and why I dislike it, I think, is we deal with things from Watchmen directly, and we're just kind of like that scene, like that I thought was interesting and handled well. But then I never liked Sally and Eddie being a thing and that whole twist. I mean, it's a good twist in the book, but you're not meant to, I don't know. I feel like this book kind of makes it portray like I don't know. It's just hard for me to understand how Sally could fall in love with Eddie after what he did to her. I just don't understand that. And I don't even understand it in the book in Watchmen, and let alone in this. But I guess we're not meant to understand because people are complicated.
Did you watch? Yes. Did you see the movie before you read the book?
Watchmen?
Yeah.
I think I did see the movie, but I immediately read the book afterwards.
Right, but
I did see the movie first.
I think there is. I don't know that has anything to do with it because I read the book a while before the movie came out.
Right.
I don't know that has anything to do with the fact that we're not disagreeing vehemently. We're slightly disagreeing that we both agree it's a good book. We both agree that it was unnecessary. We both agree that fucking Alan Moore is not cool, DC. We agree on all three of those things.
Romantically involved with Alan Moore.
I'm okay with it existing, and I think, Jake, you're more like, hey, we shouldn't be doing this, and even if we can. And I understand your
and I get the
even if I don't agree with it.
And I understand the people that were attached because they got a lot of DC got their like best talent to do these.
Oh
books.
yeah.
And I get
Amanda Connor,
and
Darwyn Cooke.
and I understand if I were writing at that time, I probably would do this. If I were someone in a position where DC approached me to do a before Watchmen book, I don't know if I would say no because it would be a cool opportunity to have my iteration on that character.
Wouldn't you?
So I'm not taking away from the
Right.
people that did it. You know what I mean?
If somebody asked you to write like a prequel to A New Hope,
Like a
you
book,
love Star Wars,
right?
book, movie, TV series, would you be like, no, it shouldn't be a thing,
Right.
and turn down that opportunity?
No.
There you go.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't disagree with the people that worked on it. And,
oh well,
and
how noble.
I just think that it's frustrating because I agree
Sorry,
that it is
you're
a
in the
well structured, well written book. It's just, and you know, it's just the nature of the game.
Do you remember Lethal Weapon with the TV show?
Yeah.
Okay, now that was actually a pretty good TV show, but it sucked because it was Lethal Weapon.
There's only
it was
4 movies.
Riggs and Murtaugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing was about the show is that it wasn't like it was a reboot instead of like a sequel, if you will.
I thought,
So-
yeah, it was like retelling the first movie. And
Basically,
then the
over
second
the course
movie,
of a
and then-
season, yeah. But the thing was, is like if you watched it, you were like, "Oh, this show is good," but then you're like, "Oh, it's Riggs, or it's supposed to be Mel Gibson." You know what I mean?
Oh, they're literally just doing the movie,
it was just fucking.
but a little bit more modernized.
Let's get to the one that
Doctor Strange,
Doctor
Fall
Strange,
Sunrise,
Fall Sunrise,
written and drawn by Trad Moore,
Trad,
and
colored,
colored by his
Heather
wife, I
Moore,
believe, or his
so.
partner. I don't know if they're married or not. Heather Moore, maybe it's his sister. I don't know the relation.
Guest artist Jensen Eckwall in number 2.
Okay. So this is a giant size comic.
So I got Silver Surfer Black, and that was Trad Moore. And Amazon recommended to me.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, you like this
you like Trad Moore?
artist?
Well, here's,
yeah.
You like Marvel? You like Trad Moore? Well, here's Doctor Strange Falls. And here's the fucked up thing: is I
gotcha.
saw the issues at Jay's, and I was like, this looks kind of interesting. But I've never been a big Doctor Strange guy.
Yeah, I've never really read his books either.
Whatever, dude. I don't give a shit. You know. What
I'm
I mean?
look. I've never been.
I
one,
appreciate the character.
You and I've never been like deep into the magic side of either DC or Marvel. We both mostly.
I
been
know enough
superhero
about the
guys.
lore to
Yeah.
get into trouble. You know what I mean?
Get into trouble.
Well, basically, like I know how to get.
I know
into
enough to have a conversation.
I know how to get into an argument with somebody who's like a diehard Doctor Strange fan and make them be like, "Fuck you."
You want to see a real fight that I experienced? Not a fight, like a real argument
is
that I
wrong
had
with
at
you,
a no, for real, serious argument that happened at a comic book shop once.
happened?
My friend and I were like, I think it was my friend who started the shit, but he was just like, "Here's the thing, man. What's stronger, vibranium or adamantium?" And that was all it took. And we had a long discussion on Captain America's shield versus Wolverine's claws. And let me ask you,
Blah,
and you know what?
blah.
The best part is this argument was just the fun of comics because, you know, it's all made up. Who cares? It's all made up. But that's the fun of it.
So,
Anyway, Trad Moore,
So they offered it to me, and this thing is
a Treasury edition.
$29.99.
You got
Yeah, I believe it is called a Treasury edition. Like
Yeah.
what is it?
That's what it said when I opened it. I think it was like no.
On the oversized pages of a
Treasury
Treasury edition. Yeah.
So by the way,
$29.99, and they were offering it on Amazon for $14.
I know it's probably not. It's you'd have. To,
I didn't know it was oversized.
I kind of fucked with me because I read this first and then Minutemen, so that's like normal. I was like, my eyes.
Yeah.
I know it wouldn't be great for shelves. Like you'd have to get big shelves, but I wish every comic could be this big because I something
you get
like,
to see the beauty of the
or
intricacies.
I'm gonna start like I already like this inspired me to be like I'm gonna buy trades that I like, and then what I'll do is get like giant size ones and like take the pages out and put them on the wall and stuff, or make something with them.
I would say this about Fall Sunrise. If you don't know much about Doctor Strange, you don't have to know much about Doctor Strange.
No, this is a very self-contained story. It's only 4 issues.
This is a great way to get into it. Again, I basically got it for less than half off. So I'm like, and I didn't know it was oversized, but when I got it, I was like, oh, cool. because
Yeah.
I like his art. So it was like, this is kind of a neat little extra treat. But
I want to get a giant size of.
I think it's a great introduction to Doctor Strange and his kind of world and his kind of the way that his comic book is, because we've seen
So-
Benedict Cumberbatch, but that's the movie version.
The whole plot of this is a god.
Well,
that
yeah, he finds himself kind of in a spot, and
weird-
he's like, "Where am I at?"
liminal space between like our reality and another
Yeah.
reality. He's not really like sure where he
And he
is.
starts figuring out that he starts figuring out like that he's on a mission, and then
He's in two planes. He's in our world, our physical world, but then he's in this like other astral plane where it's like it's more abstract and it's ideas.
so the first issue is basically he doesn't know where he is, and he knows he's on a mission, and he encounters these armored guys who are pulling a caravan of prisoners. And he tries to fight them off, and they subdue him, and they take him, and they say, "We're going to go back to Sankt Nistos." And you're like, okay, what the hell? And the second issue is all about what his mission is. And it shows basically what he was doing right before he came into issue 1. Right?
Yeah, and the whole issue keeps going back and forth.
Right. But the whole first issue, you're just like, what's going on here? The second issue starts off and says, oh, this is
So he's
why
delivering
he's
a
there.
baby. He's delivering a baby for this god.
So he starts to remember by the second issue
And-
where he's at.
And she's the one who explains to him that
Yeah.
the reason why everything's so weird and different and abstract is because he's in two planes. He's like we were saying. So that's what lays the groundwork for that in the story. And
Yalda and Still Mona are two of his compatriots on this quest, and Still Mona fucking rocks.
And there's a one part where they're explaining the story, and they also mention that she speaks in a sing-songy rhythm.
Yeah.
And so, like, she doesn't necessarily rhyme all the time, but there's definitely a rhythm to some of her speech. And then they have, like, there's a really cool, if you go to the next, yeah, there you go. There's really cool, like, scripture art that has these inside the panels. It's, like, old English style. And, like, again, if you've listened to the show, you know how much I love to gush about books that really take full advantage of this medium. And my God, man,
Yes.
this book only works as a comic book.
Yes.
And it's fucking awesome. And I love when it's just things. There's parts of this book where he literally has script for the comic book that's on the side and the margin while it's happening on page, and then you see it go in reverse on the next page. Like, it's constantly going in reverse. And like, oh man, the way that he plays with perspective, like these splash pages are just fucking glorious.
The giant word bong across this.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a toll of a bell.
Hey, we talk about panels. I love, and I'll talk about it when we eventually do a power bomb. I'm a sucker for cool ass onomatopoeias. The first issue, like you're talking about, when he's following the bongs, and every time it's just bong, and there's like that green and yellow, and it feels like it's vibrating on the page. Like every panel of this book has life. You know what I mean? It's just a fucking amazing piece of art. And the story itself, I told you, I didn't expect, because I love how
I had no idea what it was about.
disorienting this book is. And I told you I had to stop for a second because I was getting existential about my own life. Like, whoa, because it's talking about life and death and rebirth and all these other elements. And what struck me is like the sequence that made me really fucking enjoy this book. Even like, first of all, I was sitting there reading it and like kind of just enjoying the journey. But towards the end, they have to go through this thing called the body engine. Where they
Yes.
essentially have to go through another god to get to the other side to reach this baby, to birth the baby.
Right.
And
Well, they're being taken there by like, and so they have this
Still
whole
Mona
plan.
has a confession to him, like, I'm one of these gods, and she kind of just lays everything bare to him, and then she like pretty much expects him to, she's just like, you have to die and just give up, and it ends here. And
Like a moment like this where like he's got like his third eye open, he's got 3 sets of
Yeah,
eyes, and they're
yeah,
all
yeah.
looking different ways.
and then it cuts to the script and the margins, and
yeah.
it's going backwards by page number, and like it's just fucking crazy. But
It's insane.
there's a part at the end where it really makes you want to like the big heroic moment that makes you cheer for Doctor Strange
Yeah.
is, I think, pertinent to this time of our lives too, where it's like, despite everything that's happening to him, where she says just give up and stop, and he goes, I will never give up on humanity. and he like fights it, like that was the moment I was like, God, this book's awesome. Yeah. And the ending is great too, where he
Pooped out.
there's a cool sequence when they all have to be tethered together to stay in the plane. So they have to, and he like has to like literally fight all the way to the bottom just to touch the ground so he could save everybody.
Yeah.
And he's like, my will be done, and he just like touches the floor, and like it's just there's so many interesting, cool, abstract ideas in this book that I agree, dude. As someone who doesn't really read Doctor Strange, it was just really cool to kind of just jump into this and just be like, what the fuck am I reading?
Yeah. So they get through the body machine. Issue 3 opens up, and it's a really cool retelling of his origin. It's a couple pages. The way he shows like his hands.
Oh, the scene when I love the scene when he's laying in bed and it shows all the different things. Like it's like a
all
mirror
the
dimension that
yep.
shows all of him, and like it's cool.
Yeah, and it's just so they're fighting the the body machine, and I don't want to give too much away, honestly. Like
we're reviewing a book.
You go ahead.
Why are you doing this?
I'm not. You
always
listen. You go ahead and continue. I'm saying, like, to me, I'm okay saying, hey, buy the book and read the rest. It's gorgeous. There's not.
You gotta spoil it.
I don't want to spoil it.
Why? You spoil movies. What's the point?
The point is that this book is a lot more than I ever expected. It is actually really life-affirming and actually really positive. The story underneath the surface is very much a story about... You can continue.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Finish your thing. I was listening.
But we can continue... It's a very good story. And again, I don't really know Doctor Strange that well, but I would like to like Doctor Strange. I would like to know. You know what I mean? There's just not that much.
Him.
Well, there's not that much out there, you know. So when you get something like this, which is kind of just a surprise, because again, I was getting Silver Surfer Black, which is drawn by Trad Moore. It's just kind of like, oh, this is really, really excellent, and I'm really glad that I was able to watch it or to read it.
The thing I was explaining, the thing that I was referring to, I need no destination beyond death, just this life. I want beauty. I want to love and be loved. Is that not universal? Here and now may we simply exist. All these gods and kingdoms upon earth and plenoma, and on infinite worlds across every universe, steeples and salvations, altars and nations, saviors and symbols and sacraments. I don't want any of you. Please leave my heart and mouth. I accept what you are, and I let you go. You've hurt too much. And then he basically says, but to destroy my faith in humanity and myself and my own love and will, no, nothing will destroy the healers we choose to be. What a fucking book, man. Love that shit. That was
the other
like,
thing
God
too,
dang.
like there's so much more to he's delivering a baby. Like there's so much more to it.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think we could give justice to.
It's a book about breaking cycles. It's a book,
yes,
and it's a book about
and
changing generational trauma,
and
not necessarily
second chances too.
Yeah, generational things and traditions and breaking. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
This
instead of like, oh god, the sequence when they make her see the third eye. Oh my god. Such a book, man. It's such a book. Such a book. Good book. Goodness. Let's wrap it up. Go read that book. Go read before watching.
Go read that book to me.
If you want to keep screwing me over, Alan Moore, then maybe you might want to buy before Watchmen.
Listen. You don't.
Have you heard interviews? This is how he says.
Hello.
Long.
More
Well, no.
name.
Well, it's
Is
more.
it?
I guess it's more like this. Well, wait.
Oh,
I don't.
I'll pay off job here with Jake and Tyler.